Welcome, Wahoo fans, to this week's edition of the Lockdown featuring TCov and the BallHawk.
Oh,
Special guest this week, the man, the myth, the legend, Darrius Bratton is in the building. Lil Brat, what it do, fam?
What's up, man? How you doing? How y'all doing out there?
Oh man, we trying to make it do what it do, fam. Trying to make it do what it do.
So,
Shoot, bro, we gonna jump right into it, man, and take it all the way back to William Fleming High School back in the day.
yeah,
Coach Bobby Martin. You're a wide receiver, DB extraordinaire. Take us back, fam. Take us back. Let us know what it is.
yeah. So back in the William Fleming days, DB wide receiver duo, played both sides of the ball. It's fun, I had my guys Warren there. He played receiver here ahead of time. So coming to Virginia was a nice smooth transition, up the way, only 2 hours away. But yeah, we had a lot of ballers down out in William Fleming and the Roanoke area. So it's a lot of talent out there, and still is today. So it's just grateful for being able at this stage so I can show the younger crowd at Roanoke and Fleming and there and that I can come and ball too. You know, so
No
Roanoke
doubt,
Day.
no doubt, no
Mm-hmm.
doubt. Shout out Roanoke, Virginia.
Yeah,
Roanoke, the knotted noke.
Star City. Mm-hmm.
No doubt, no doubt. So you took a prep year at Fork Union with Coach John Schumann. How did that work out for you?
Yeah, so after my senior year, I tore my ACL on the third
Hmm.
game against our rivals. So, just battling through that. And so UVA just wanted to take a chance and go to Fort Union with Coach Schumann. And I think that was like one of the best decisions that I could have did. It's an all males institution, and military style, getting up, sign your shoes, clean your flow, so it was real, no phones, it's real traditional, but I grew into a better person there and a better football player there. So I had a real good season for Coach Schumann and up at Fuma. So it was just a great opportunity just to be able to go and show my abilities that I still can ball after that ACL tear, and it worked out great. So it's great for Fuma too as well.
When do you report? Like when you sign on to go to Fuma, like when do you have to report? Like for camp?
I think it's that summer. I went up that summer.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So I went up that summer and we had camp, and I think that season falls on like the regular fall season
Mm-hmm.
as well. So I got to come to some UVA games and a couple other visits, tech visit, and a couple other teams. Watch their games and stuff. So that was pretty cool. And Yeah, it was just right up the road from Charlottesville as well too. So
Yeah. Did y'all?
yeah.
Did you when you was there? Did y'all play like any of the local high schools around here?
I'm not. We was a prep, so I was a
Okay.
post grad. So I saw I saw Jana and Lyndall Stone for
Yeah.
Woodbury.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Woodbury
yeah,
Forest. Yeah.
yeah. I saw them play in against the high school team that
Mm-hmm.
when I was at Fulmer. So I was like, okay, there was my team. They was my teammates, and they was balling too. So yeah, they was doing their thing. So yeah, great experience though. Uh, After the Fort Union, I went to back home and did a community college for a semester. You
Mm.
know, yeah, keep my grades right. Get my grades right. So did that for a semester, then came to UVA after that.
Were any other schools after you after that post grad year?
Oh yeah, it was. I was getting mail from a lot of schools around the it's Wake, UNC, Tech. Um, there's mail from everywhere,
Hmm.
but none of them really offered me. I just had that one offer, and that came from a 1 day camp in high school that I went to. Family just taking a chance and just taking a summer out for me just to work and go to camps and experience new things, and was fortunate enough to get in the Nike camp and and be able to compete with the other guys. And so it was just a blessed opportunity that they can be able to spend that time on me, taking the
Hmm.
sacrifice on just out their
Hmm.
time, you know. So it was just everything was just aligning. So Mike London came up to me on one on ones and was like, "You want to play here?" And I was like, "Yes, sir, I do. I would love to play here." But so that was just a surreal moment as well too. So back in,
That's dope.
yeah,
That's dope. That's dope. So that first year, when you got to UVA, a lot of times we ask guys when you got there, you
hmm
saw guys working out, games much faster, guys are much stronger. Did you feel like
right.
you were ready to roll that first year, or do you feel like man, maybe I should shirt because these jokers, I'm not up to snuff yet. I think I could use another season to bake.
I was definitely like, man, like these guys can roll. But I came here with high expectation for myself, So I always wanted to come and play and be the best I can be, best version of myself. So
Hmm.
my first year, I was kind of hard on myself. I was a little rough on myself, but it was on scout team, getting the feel of college football, So that was just
Hmm.
all just that transition into. So, but that next coming year as a sophomore, you know, um, I was just determined that I was never gonna be on scout team again. So
Hmm.
going up there and then being my sophomore year, end up starting. Going through the process, watching film, doing all the daily things. Every day. So that was just a great just know a feeling that I can play and I can do it at a high level and early. So it was a good
Right.
experience.
Right. Yeah, well, because I mean, that first year you did play in 9 of the 13 games, so you got your feet wet a little bit. So
Yeah.
did you feel comfortable? You're like, you know what, I'm ready for this level.
My not my first year. I was still working out some technical difficulties. At my team. So it was a little shaky at first, but I got back right.
Gotcha. So that 2018 year was the year that you got your first 5 starts and you really got your groove on.
Yeah, yeah. That was the year got my starts and got a groove on into college football. Get to the tempo of the football pace.
Hmm. And what was different about that year for you?
2018 or 2019.
Yeah, 2018.
2018. Uh, this I think just more of guys are bigger and you're not the fastest guy out there, so you gotta really critique and be more disciplined in how you tackle and how you want to cover and everything. So it's a lot more technical into being the best athlete to uh, coming up to college, and you got to use more technique instead of being that godly given athletic ability. You know,
Hmm.
yeah.
What was like? Who was the first receiver to really like? Have you like? All right, I gotta step my game up. This ain't high school no more.
I would definitely say Warren Kraft, the receiver he played here when he was
Yep.
healthy. He was really the guy I was really going against daily at practice, and some of the cover high Hassis.
Yep.
Yeah, them guys. I went against Alamede, Joe, Levroni when I was younger. Um, them guys was just ballers, So just really just having to go out there and check them and not doing that good
Hmm.
at first, then going out there and settling down and paying attention to what I'm doing, my critiquing myself and doing the little things. So it just
Hmm.
became this all around full circle.
Yeah, because a lot of times I know when I came in, as far as like the true aspect of the position, there's some things where we realized we were truly behind. Like certain routes I could run because I came as a receiver, but as a DB, were you naturally more comfortable playing off man? Did you play any bumping in high school, and did you have to learn that in college? Like, what was the one technique that was something that you never truly did in high school that you had to learn in college?
Um, I would say more of my press technique is more like more details than when just walking up in high school, you just better than a guy. You gotta be more disciplined and more patient at the line. You gotta know what's really going on before the play and after the play. So you just always as a DB, you just gotta be play smarter too as well because you want to make the most plays as possible. You know.
Mm-hmm. No doubt.
And well, let's as we roll back talking about that season of 2018, where you played a lot. You guys had a really good secondary.
Right.
You guys had some success. You guys had some serious success that year, and it was on a winning side. I mean,
Hmm.
Virginia had been absent bowl for a few years. That first year you got there, you guys went to the Military Bowl 6-6 that year. Then the next year, you guys really hit your stride, and with the Belk Bowl championship, and Bryce having a great year. But you were in a secondary with Juan Thornhill, with Bryce Hall, and what was that like for you, and how did that help your development?
Man, just really just soaking in all the knowledge and wisdom that they have from me, especially Bryce. Bryce
Mm-hmm.
was real technical and real specific about his workouts and his just daily habits. So he was just a great person to learn off of and just talk football to. I know coming in here after school hours and he had just sit in here and we would just watch film, And yeah, well, and our DB room is really talented, with Tim
Yeah.
Harris and Juan and in the year I played with
Yep.
Quinn Blandon, and we was always real talented and had high standards for ourselves. So I just feel like that just is translated to me. I'm already gonna work hard, so just doing it in the right way. So it was great having them here, teaching,
Yeah.
yeah, able to teach me.
Yeah, because you had a great mixture of defensive backs. Like Quinn was a guy that was very vocal, very
Hmm.
decorated, um, very physical. You got like a guy like Tim Harris that was super athletic. Like
Right.
check all the boxes when it comes to athleticism. But then the other inspection was who you said was Bryce. Bryce was the guy that was like from the mud as far as building himself from the ground up. Like
Right.
he had athleticism and things of that nature, but when it came to the position, he was the guy that was like a computer, like wanted to
Mhm.
study techniques step by step. And then you had Juan, who was everybody in one.
Yeah.
Like he'll hit you like Quinn,
Hmm.
not as hard as Quinn, but he'll hit you like Quinn. He
Right.
was super athletic like Tim, and then he was a student like Bryce was.
Yeah.
So just being in a room with all those guys, man, like how does that truly affect you? And how did you add like some of what they do to your game?
Man. So I always say this to them. They always criticize, critique themselves, but I critique themselves. I critique them and want to critique myself. So I always take bits and pieces of Juan's, Bryce's, Quinn's game. Quinn was the student, so he knew film room. He knew the playbook in and out, so he knew that to the back. He used to run meetings, so
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So and Bryce was just the technician. Go to the field. He just working on technique, being Pacific, and Tim and Juan was they was explosive. They made plays everywhere. So just trying to just watch them and take little things that they see, ask them like what they looking at, like what you doing like here, and this just taking little things and bits and pieces to make me into a better player and all, you know. So it's just helping me out, and it's also they also can take little stuff from my game too as well. So it was like everybody coming together really and wanting to help each other, you know, as a
Yep.
group and collective, because that's how we was. We was a close group. So and we had Brent Nelson too in the nickel,
Mm-hmm.
and he was All American I think that year. So we had a lot of good guys on that in that room. So it was fun being in that room.
Yeah, yeah, I did have old Brenton. Yeah, the glue guy. That's why I call him the glue guy
Hmm.
because the position he played
Yeah,
in pass coverage for y'all.
Hmm.
no doubt, no doubt. Well, so after the success of that season, 2019 rolls around, and you have a season-ending injury in preseason.
Yeah.
What was the injury, and how difficult was it for you to kind of just watch, stand on the sidelines and watch with an injury?
Yeah, so it was camp. It was camp, and I turned my ACL during a play in camp, a non-contact one. So that was rough for me because I already experienced the ACL test, so it was rough. So just wanted to bounce back from that and be as strong as possible. Just already
Was it the
knowing what
same knee
it was the
that you
same
did
knee.
before?
Yeah,
Okay.
it was the same knee. Yeah. So it was same knee. And I was had a great spring.
Mm-hmm.
Was dominating, starting. I felt great. You know,
Yeah.
yeah, I felt amazing. So coming in that fall, I already knew that I was like, okay, yeah, this gonna be the year right here.
Mm-hmm.
So it was rough coming. That was just devastated. Just after it happened, I was just broken down. Just trying to find any way just to help my lift myself back up. But talked to my family, got myself back on my feet, and just got back at it again. Because wake up tomorrow and we gotta go through it anyway. So might as well fight through it. So bounce back, bounce back through it, and just wanted to be stronger than what I was. Here today, thriving.
Yeah, 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 yeah. The
Yeah, bro, you
grind
was
stay
definitely
steady, fam. The grind stay steady.
yeah,
Always.
you was definitely having a I remember that man bragging on you in the spring because I feel like you covered the best out of everybody and I was saying a lot and just excited about you in the fall just because understanding how special the secondary could be because of your cover skills and just
Hmm.
Hmm.
finding out that you went down, man, that was like a huge blow because again, like you said, you wasn't just playing well, you was dominating.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Appreciate it though. But I felt real good during that spring and felt the best I ever felt in my career. So it was just great, that great feeling, getting that out. But then coming around that camp, it was hard. It was hard on me, but just staying down, staying prayed up, and just coming back, and doing what I can do on the field from moving forward.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean that was like the season of injuries for the DBs because it was you in the preseason, then Bryce goes down late in the season, then we lose Brenton. I mean it was just nuts, man. We was up there with patchwork secondary just trying to survive, and you know in the midst of a great season,
Yeah,
nonetheless. You know what I mean?
yeah.
And so I wish that we could have had all of y'all healthy that year. We in the ACC championship game, and we out there, and it's just like, damn, we out here with two sticks and a pad and some glue trying to make this thing happen. And Clemson out there running with stallions. It was just, ooh, it was a track meet out there, and we did not look prepared for that track meet, but we were just trying to survive at that point, man.
Right. Yeah, that was a
For
tough
sure,
game to
for sure.
watch. Yeah, definitely a tough game to watch. But you know, yeah, the Clemson just did their thing that game. It was a tough game to watch. I was just on the sideline, just trying to motivate my teammates. Win the ACC championship. We
Hmm.
got tighten up, but
Yeah.
it wasn't looking good. So it was like it was rough.
And as a vet, man, like
Yeah. Yeah.
you go through that injury. Bryce goes through his injury, and as Cub, talked about, like those last few games for us to be victorious is saying a lot, and that had a lot to do with just
Mm-hmm.
guys came together, but we real like that offense did a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like it was tracking me. It was like watching arena football. It was like score, just keeps going, just keeps going. And then we started devising things while D-line would get home and we'll make a play in the secondary when we needed it. But with you being that veteran, that guy, like we said, that was having a very good preseason, what were some of the words you were saying to like Nick and like Fintrell, like those young guys who were trying to get acclimated to being back there playing?
I was just telling them to be confident, and you just go out there and be yourself and be confident. You did this plenty of times in practice. We rep it over and over and over. Just go out there, be confident, play your game, and everything gonna fall in place. I feel like you go out there and you feel like you're the best out there. Can't nobody mess with you. So you know, that's just the mentality that I'll walk on the field with, and my teammates walk on the field with. So you know, just doing that.
Hey, that's coming
Yeah. I
from a
mean,
man.
and that's it. I mean, that's
Yeah,
that's all you can do.
yeah, that's it. Everything take care of itself.
So you basically
Yeah,
got quiet
man.
confidence.
Everything is everything.
Yeah, yeah. I got quiet. I got some quiet confidence, but
Yeah,
it
you really
storms
do.
out at times.
Because you talking spicy right now, but the people like you don't talk like this outwardly. Like you very respectful, but to say what you said, that sounded like Cub would have put on his towel or something. You know what I'm saying? While touching the floor to remind you.
Facts.
Yeah, step on the
Facts.
field, man. You gotta turn into a
Facts.
different person.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. People don't understand that. It's
Nah.
like you hit walk on that field, you hit a switch. You be like, who is that crazy fool down there? Oh my God.
It's like,
For sure. For sure. Then you come back the next year healthy, but it's COVID. Dealing with the COVID year. I mean, how challenging was that, man? I mean, the practicing, no people in the crowds, and all the protocols that you guys had to follow just to participate. Take us through that, man.
man, it was a man. COVID year was a rough year. Just being in the bubble, being at school, just having your bubble. I remember we had a dorm out in Copley. It's a dorm out in Virginia, and we had the bubble. We had our own rooms, but we all had to be in our own rooms. Only two people to apartment, and we had to really stay in our rooms, and that was a really rough time. I remember guys, we used to Zoom and just talk and just be able to hang out and fellowship with each other, and just be able to see each other's faces, because we always in that room. We go practice, we go eat, and we go back to our rooms, all day. So it was rough. It was rough for us, We had some problems like being separated, but at the end of the day, we got to come together and play football. So that was really all that mattered. We got to come
Mm,
together, play football, have fun, enjoy the game, and you know. But when you're on the field, sometimes you really don't even pay attention to the fans that much. But they do give you that extra adrenaline. Playing in the packed out arenas every Saturday is definitely something I would always love to do. But you know, just being able to go out there and perform was just a blessing in itself. Just going through that COVID era.
How
mm-hmm.
was it? How was it
Shoot,
for
I know you.
you?
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Cub. No, you good. Because I probably jumped the gun what I was going to ask. So you go ahead and ask what you going to ask.
Oh no, I would just say I was just gonna roll into 2021. How happy were you to be able to get out of that damn bubble and to
Yeah,
get back to kind of some type of normalcy?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I was excited. Being able to play in front of thousands of people and crowds and your family and travel up there and everywhere to go see you play. That's just it. Doesn't get no better than that. Having your peoples and younger sibling, younger cousins coming up to you. You know, yeah, it's just a surreal feeling. Ain't no better feeling than that. Be able to play.
And when you look at those later seasons, because we'll get to your last one, but I want to ask you. First thing I want to ask you was go back to the COVID. How was how tough was it to say as a team you weren't going to participate in the bowl game?
It was tough. It was tough. Just looking at the season and with everything that was going on and stuff. But it was really hard. But you know, people had their split decisions, and other people had opinions, and we tried to come to an agreement. And it was just you know, everybody. Some people didn't want to play, some people did, and when you vote, we vote. So when we voted, that's what happened. So
Mm.
yeah.
Damn, you want like, damn, I can't get no bowl gifts. God dang it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
You
saying?
stupid.
I ain't lying to you, though. I need the bowl gifts, man. I need that per diem. I need, I'm trying to go have some
Them
fun.
bowl gifts special.
You know what I'm saying? We've been locked up in Copley, man. Get me the hell out of Charlottesville. Let me go somewhere else for a week.
Hmm.
Be locked up again, though. I will put that out there. So I don't know how much fun y'all really would have had during the bowl. You still had a test constantly.
Chess. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, man. But yeah, we was on 2021. Of course, when you say UVA football 2021, you're gonna think about the offense.
Right.
The numbers they was putting up. Did y'all see this coming when y'all was in camp that they was gonna put up this type of number?
I we and so in camp and we didn't defense. Always run the day and defense always runs the day. That's
Okay.
just so
That's
you
just what it
know.
is.
Yeah, we know, but they have great players. My boy Billy Kim, Tay, KT. They was always explosive and they was always a really good receiver core and really good offense, especially offense with our old line that year and
And then
with Wayne.
they added a super human
Yeah,
guy
with
with dreads playing
Jelani.
tight end. Yeah, what you think
Yeah.
about old Jelani when he first got here?
Oh yeah. Oh, I knew he was gonna be a big target for us. He was a big guy. Yeah,
Yeah.
and he can move pretty well and got pretty smooth routes. So
Mm.
he was just gonna be a great target for BA in that offense. So it was just coming together for the offense that year, and I was happy for them, happy to see that for them, and be able to put up stats like that. It was great to see, and especially great to play on a team like that with
Yeah.
explosive offense. It was a great sight to see. So
And go ahead, Cub. I know you have something you want to ask.
No, I mean, I was just listening, man, and I was just thinking back to just the games and the offense and how it was just amazing to watch it. But then we struggle so mightily on the defensive side, man. And I know as a competitor yourself, DB, how hard was that for you guys?
oh man, that was rough. Coming in that next season and being near the bottom of the uh near the bottom of like our conference in football, and it was rough. I'm competitive, so when I offense come in talking about our stats and how low we are, that gets under my skin a little bit. I'm like, oh no, nah, like oh, but gotta let them have it. It is what you gotta take the criticism and go from there. But as a competitor, that gets under my skin. I don't like that too well. It's just that competitive nature. Like this got to change. Like, and they got to change now. So
Mm-hmm.
we finally got somebody who pulled the curtain back. It won't all no kumbaya, I love you, brother. They was letting y'all know that they was
oh
doing their
yeah,
thing. Okay, they was letting y'all know, right?
they know
Oh, I
they
knew it. See, I knew y'all was lying. That's the whole time. I'm like, no, that's my brother.
that
We
is
in it
my brothers.
together.
That's my brothers, but they gonna tell us when we not doing right.
Okay.
They gonna tell us, and we should be
Oh,
able to
man.
tell them when they not doing right.
No doubt. No
But
doubt.
hey,
Cause I do remember one thing, 2021, cuz I know you remember this is when DB showed people he can run. Cause that Louisville game,
Yes, sir.
Buddy was
Yes,
hitting
sir.
elbows, also his elbows and ass cheeks. I thought he was gone.
yeah.
And I see old 8 looking like Bryce did versus Miami.
Hmm.
Well, I
Yeah.
mean,
Now you came out of nowhere and just hawked dude down.
Yeah, had to come and get that tackle. Put my team in a good position for the kick, and we won a game. Man, what a great feeling! That was good. That was
yeah, I mean, because you
highlight.
basically got
Yeah, you
inserted in
broke the
that game.
rock, man. How did that feel for you?
Yeah.
It's great. A lot of hard work, effort. Blood, sweat, and tears went to all that. So just give it up for my teammates and all the passion they showed, and you know, being able to walk out of Louisville with a W. Yeah, that was a bittersweet
Hmm.
feeling.
Yeah, y'all got a dub for
That's good
AJ.
stuff. Good stuff.
Yep,
Yeah,
AJ
but no, yeah,
talk about it.
yeah,
Coming back to Louisville and getting a W. So yeah, they was
yeah. I
hyped
was
up.
gonna ask you
Him and
how
Joe
was it
Coleman.
playing? How was it playing with AJ?
Oh
How was it?
man,
How was
AJ's
it
a
playing with
character.
AJ, man? He's such a solid dude.
Yeah, man, AJ's a great dude. He's a character too. He's real funny, and he's a hard worker as well. We with him, we always go to the field together, get extra work in, talk, communicate with each other, just where our mental's at and everything. So great guy, great person to be around, player to great, just a great player and all.
Oh, that's dope,
Hmm.
bro. Gucci Mane. Shout out to
Hmm.
Yeah,
Gucci
it
Mane.
is. It is.
Yeah.
And then yeah, and then you watched Fentrell really step come into his own.
Hmm.
Last year. I think you saw the glimpses of it, the potential, but it was like still kind of getting beat. Then last year, he and AJ really played some incredible football at the corner position.
Right.
Quite honestly, Virginia had struggled for a couple years, in the secondary, with the losses,
Hmm.
and so then to have a couple guys really be able to hold the corner down. And as a whole, how was it for you watching that defense go from being really shit, it getting ran through to this really the solid part of that team, the most consistent part of that team last year.
Well, just knew that we was capable of great things like in the past, so it wasn't our standard and it wasn't what we was used to. So everybody everybody just bought into the system, bought into what the Coach Rudd and the new coaching staff was explaining to us and demonstrating to us, and we just bought in from day one. So we was like, we will never be at the bottom of the conference anymore. So we just took that personally, from the off season to
Hmm.
the season, and I think we just came together and played together as a defense. D line was doing their thing, and we just backed them up. So it was fun playing
Yeah.
for this defense at under Rudd, and it was just a great experience at all. But I'm pretty sure they're not done. They want to do some great things this year, so I'm gonna be watching my boys.
How was it learning from
Yeah.
Coach Kyle
Yeah,
after learning from Coach Howell for so many seasons?
man. Two different coaches, great. I believe great, both great coaches, and
Mhm.
just coming to this complete different ways of scheming, and I think it helped me just from going from to the next level, just seeing how different coaches coach and different terminology, and just what other coaches look at as well, just from being in house defense under Mendenhall and being under in Coach Rudd's defense with Cox. So
Mm-hmm.
I think it was great, and just being able to learn and develop as a player.
Go ahead, cuz. My bad.
Yeah, I mean, we watched it and it was amazing for us because it looked like this coaching staff really played to you guys' strengths, and that last year with that defense where you guys really struggled, the scheme was bad for the personnel. It didn't fit. We know it. We knew y'all knew it, and though it validated it when Coach Rudd came in and he recognized, he watched you guys and said, okay, I'm gonna call a scheme that fits these guys. And that means a lot, man. When you play to the strength of your personnel, not just try to force your personnel into a scheme, even if it doesn't work, and then not being able to make adjustments. We saw you guys adjust. We saw a lot of great things from you guys this year, and we were happy to see you guys be able to play at a level that we felt like y'all could play at because we knew you guys had talent. Once guys have bought in, I think the struggle on the offensive side was the guys had so much success the previous year that they didn't necessarily buy in to the new system. And then so basically you saw guys that didn't buy into, that 3-3-3 or whatever the hell that scheme was the year before, and they struggled. And then they played in a scheme that was perfect for them and they excelled. And then you saw an offense that had excelled in a previous year in a different scheme. And then they resisted it, didn't buy into it the following season, and they struggled, And so it'll be interesting. What are your thoughts about, now the second year into the system, if you could look down to the future and say, hey, I think this team will be more effective, or what are your thoughts about this team as they move forward?
Yeah, I think with anything, it comes with time. Time will help this. And for them guys to be able to be in this system and learn the system a little more and be able to develop and be able to thrive in their system, in the new coaching system. I think
Hmm.
they'll be just fine. And just seeing little spurts being popping in here and there from in spring throughout the spring, and offense look explosive and they look really good. So we'll see what happens coming upcoming game time, and I know for the defense is always the standards always held high. We always shooting for the stars, and land on the moon. All right, but we shooting, so
Yeah, no
you know,
doubt,
so
no doubt,
but
no doubt.
yeah, but the off, but I feel like it'd be a all around solid team this upcoming year.
Okay. Yeah, they got a tough schedule, so I'm really excited to see the spring game next week, and see how these guys are evolving. I know it'll just be a tip of the iceberg next week, but still, I'm looking forward to just really taking a look and seeing. I want to look at attitude and see how guys are moving around, and how they seem to be embracing the system. So, but that's in your rearview mirror as we talk about the next level for you, and
Yeah,
the pro day, and you just showed your ass at the pro day there, didn't you, fella?
Yeah, you did.
yeah, yeah. Had to.
Damn, 38-5 Vert. What? What? 4-4-3, 11-3 in the broad? Bro, hey, bro, why you mad, son? Why you mad?
Just feel like I got a point to prove. I ain't prove it all I wanted to out of Virginia like I wanted to. So going to this next level, I got a little chip on
Mhm.
my shoulder. What we talked about earlier, being a little underdog and stuff. Got a little chip on my shoulder.
There it
So
is.
came to get it all.
Yeah. That workout jumped
talking
out to
about.
me and reminded me of like when Tim went off, and then I remember when Lebroni went off. As far as guys that people didn't expect to just run like they did, like you perform just like they did. I remember Texas Cut like, yo, Brat just ran a 4.43. Like I ain't see that coming, bro. I figured like 4.5 or 4.43. That's basically 4.3 with if you just come out your drive phase a little faster or something. Like that's how close it is. People don't realize how like they see 4.43. 4.43 is fast.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You did that twice. It won't know you ran a super fast 40 and the next one was slow. Like the second one actually got faster on my clock. I ain't paying you no money, so my clock don't mean nothing. I had you faster. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that definitely, boy, you definitely jumped, especially when you jumped and then you did broad. I was like, good God, this was an athlete. We gotta put an S behind the A. You ain't an athlete.
Appreciate it, man.
No
Just
doubt.
go out there.
No doubt.
Give my best,
Yeah.
Do you feel what's your best position, corner or safety?
Corner.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That 4.43 would have been tied for 11th. To the combine, that would have been 11th, bro. So that's big time.
Yeah, that's big time, bro. That's big time, man. And
Appreciate it.
and I think like with your role of having injuries, because I didn't even know you injured your ACL in high school. So you had the ACL injuries, you had the shoulder situation,
right?
And then last year they predominantly played you in the slot, so that exposed you to that. To me, even though we know you like to play on the outside, the more a scout can see that you places you've been put in, whether it's special teams playing gunner or hold up, or you coming off the edge on field goal, like the more you can do, the better. And
exactly.
With the Underwear Olympics is good for one thing, bro. If you show out in the Underwear Olympics, everybody loves speed, and they always find a spot to keep the speed around.
Exactly.
So if you did one thing right, you like that girl that wore that them nice yoga pants in the grocery aisle, you get looks.
Exactly.
Yeah, I feel you. No doubt. No doubt. Look, at the end of the day, bro, just go get it. All you need is a shot.
Yep.
The more versatile you are, like Hawk said, the more things you can do, the more valuable you are. When you can play outside, you can play inside, you play great on special teams. You just have to stay healthy, D, for real.
Definitely.
I mean, that's gonna be the key. You heard Hawk reference Tim Harris. I mean, that was one of the things. Tim struggled with being healthy in college, got healthy the last year, had a really good year. And I remember San Francisco, my guy San Francisco reached out to me like, yo, we really like this Tim Harris, but he can't seem to stay healthy. And I was just like, yo, if you give him a shot, he'll be fine. And then he just, he struggled with that health thing even at the next level. And so, I want you to make sure that you take care of your body, bro, because that's what keep you in the league. If you can't stay healthy, you'll be out the league real quick. And especially when you're coming in not highly touted, if we're gonna keep it a buck. So you need to go in and show and prove what you got and be like, yo, I'm gonna show y'all what I got. I just wasn't healthy, but let me show you what this product look like when I am healthy. So just grind on that and don't forget that.
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah, most definitely. Appreciate that.
For sure. Well, fam, before we get you up out of here, we like to end our session with something called Shut the Hell Up, I'm Underdog. And what that is something that gets under your skin. I mean, really bothers you, but you're like, you know what? Fuck it, I'm gonna be all right. Holla at it.
Well, just something that get under my skin, just being out here and playing football, just want to be the best as possible. And I feel like I'm out there and I'm the best when I step on that field. So when I'm not ranked or as high as in the ranks I want to, I get a little upset. I get a little and have a little fire under to me. But I'm here though. I'm coming too.
There it is. They like Dion said, I'm coming.
I'm coming.
Yep.
I'm coming.
That's it.
Well, fam, we wish you much success, man. We always here for you, bro. You need us for anything, you got access to us. That's what we do. We make sure we look after our own. We wish you much success, fam.
Man, appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all having me on a podcast too.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Got
man.
to.
Thank you for taking the time and blessing us, man, and blessing the fans for sure.
Appreciate it. All
No
love.
doubt. No doubt. Well, Wahoo fans, this has been another edition of the Lockdown featuring TCov and the BallHawk and future star Darrius Bratton. Until the next time, we are